Amidst the coronavirus lockdown, you are seeing anxiety level of salaried people shoot through the roof. Not just the salaried people as well, small and medium-sized enterprises as well. They're facing the brunt in terms of businesses coming to a screeching halt at this point. Question now remains is whether people are going to go through several pay cuts or job losses for that matter. Now, in times like this, managing your personal finance becomes very important. We're going to tell you how to manage these the best. What is the ILO estimated now? The ILO has given some estimates of the kind of job losses we're going to be seeing in India. In a low impact scenario, you can see 5.3 million jobs being lost. In a high impact scenario, you will see 24.7 million. In the worst case scenario, from a base level of 188 million taken in the year 2019. The question now is, will employers be able to pay us? And for how long will the employers be able to pay up in case this lockdown extends further? Now the question of savings takes center stage, more so at this point of time more than ever before. Are you in the habit of keeping a part of your income as savings, as an emergency corpus? In case the answer to that is no, then start doing so now. You can do so by cutting down on additional expenditure, luxury items, consumer durables as well, and stick to the basic essentials and start building that emergency corpus. Perhaps coronavirus was a lesson to teach you how to do that. Warren Buffett has also said, first save and then spend. Are you doing that? If not, start inculcating that habit right away. Cutting down on expenses can help, and cutting down on SIPs can help. When I say cutting down on SIPs, I mean trimming down on your SIPs. Say you hold 5 different SIPs, you can cut it down to perhaps 3, and the rest of the 2 can be diverted to fixed deposits as well. In times like this, debt funds have proven to be a safe haven because they stand out in terms of equity volatility as well. The next thing you can do is start building an independent insurance cover. While your employer must have given you some sort of an insurance as well, but remember that will get terminated upon the termination of your employment. So having medical expenses is a big anxiety. It can burn a hole in your pocket, but if you are medically insured independent of your employer, that's going to be useful. Start doing that now if you haven't done it already. If you are scared that you're not going to be able to pay your car loan EMIs on time or any other kind of EMIs on time as well, what you can do is call up your insurance service provider or the bank from where you've taken a loan and ask them to extend your EMI period. When you ask them to enhance the tenure of the loan, which means if you've taken an EMI for 5 years, you can extend it perhaps up to 7 years, which means that lesser amount of money per month is going out of your kitty. That amount can be put into the emergency corpus savings. The next thing you need to do is clear off all your credit card use at once. The reason being is that credit card interest can burn a hole in your pocket. 40% per annum is a huge amount. In fact, if you take a loan from a bank, it would cost you say about 10 to 12% in terms of interest rates. You see the difference? Credit card 40% and personal loan is much lower than that. So pay off your credit card dues. This will also help you enhance your credit rating going forward, and you can get better credit from your existing credit card. So if you're absolutely hard on cash and you don't know where to go, you don't know where to look, and you're living in a house that belongs to you, a good idea and a cheaper option could be selling that particular house, getting that amount into your bank, and making sure that you're spending on rent, which turns out to be much cheaper than owning a house. Lastly, always remember, money saved is money earned. And do not forget, emergency corpus is the need of the hour. Even going forward, hope this entire pandemic teaches you a very important lesson for the future.